Hello, this is Mr. Stansbury. I'm going to take you through the 5J notes on statistics using technology. So at the end of this, you should be able to generate the 5-number summary and be able to make a box and whisker plot using your scientific calculator. All right. So first thing, use the data set to find the 5-number summary and then create a box and whisker plot. Now, on the graphing calculator, you can actually make the box and whisker plot show up on your graphing calculator. On the scientific calculator, you can't. But that's right. We'll just draw the box and whisker plot on our in our area here when we're done. All right. So here we go. We're going to put this here we're going to figure out our 5-number summary basically using our scientific calculator. All right. So here we go. We're going to go into data because we want to enter this data in to enter this data here into the calculator. Okay. Now, if you've already got data in there, you just push the data button again, and you should be able to clear your list. So I want to clear list 1, and then I also want to clear list 2 just to make sure. And now we're back to goodness. Okay. So now what we're going to do is just want to enter all this data here into this first list, and it doesn't matter if it's in order. We can just enter it in and we're good to go. Okay, so just start entering that in, and once you have that all in, all those 15 pieces of data, and you'll know how many you have entered in because once you push enter, it'll say that it's going to try to enter the 16th piece of data, so it's just one less than that. So we have 15 numbers here, 15 numbers in there, so feeling pretty good about that. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to go do second data, and we're going to figure out our statistics. So this is one variable, so we go down here to one variable statistics. We push enter, and the data is in list 1. Okay, and then the frequency, again, we just put all this data into just list 1, so the frequency of each one of those is 1 because we entered them all in separately. And then we push calculate, and it gives us all the important information we need. N is 15. That means there's 15 pieces of data. Okay, the mean, which they're not asking for, is 4.87 if you wanted that. And then if you scroll down here, here's the standard deviation. They didn't ask for that either. But what we are looking for are these numbers down here, our 5-number summary, right? So there's our minimum is 1, quartile 1 is 3, median's 5, quartile 3 is 7, and the max is 9. Okay, so let's write that stuff down for this one here. So let's see, we've got minimum is what was it? Was it 1? Well, I guess we can look up here. Yep, there it is, 1. Oh, that's right. And then quartile, oops, not 3, but quartile 1 was 3. The median was 5, quartile 3 is 7, and then the max was 9. Okay, so that's the data for this one here. Okay, let's see, it says to create a box and whisker plot, so let's go ahead and do that. We've got, let's say do 0, 1, 2, 3. We want to go up at least to 9, so let's maybe just go up to 10. 4. Okay, and then we can just start putting our data in here. So we know we've got the end of our whisker here at 1, quartile 1 is at 3, median's at 5, quartile 3 is at 7, and our max is at 9. So then we can just make our box. There's this here, make our whiskers, and there's our box and whisker for this one. Again, you always want to make your scale first so that everything is all matched up and uniform. So always make the scale and then put your numbers in. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're actually going to use another data set here, this one here, and then make a side-by-side box plot with that. Okay. So we're going to want to get our scientific calculator back up again. And we're going to go back into data. Again, we don't want that data there, so we push data again and push enter to clear out that data. All right, and then now we're going to enter in all this data here. All right, Okay, and once you have all that data in there, then we can go ahead and go back into second data, one variable stats again. Again, the data is in list 1. The frequency for each one of those is 1, and we're going to calculate. And again, this one up here had 15 pieces of data. This has 17 pieces of data. That's totally fine. You can put them on the same side-by-side box and whisker plot. That's fine. Again, our mean on this one's 5.23, which they're not asking for. There's our standard deviation again, and then we get farther down, and then we get into our 5-number summary. So we've got the minimum is 2, quartile 1 is 4, median's 5. So let's just put those 3 numbers in, 2, 4, and 5. So we've got, we'll just put it right up above here. Maybe we'll do it in a different color. So we got 2, 4, and 5. Right, and then quartile 3 is 6.5, and the max is 9. All right, so we've got another one at 6.5 and at 9. So then again, we can make our box and whisker with that. All right, there's our box. Here's our whiskers. And again, especially with numbers that are at like 0.5, like this is 6.5, it might not hurt just to write the numbers, the values down on these, and really you can do it on all of those. It's just going to help make sure that you people are able to figure out how accurate you truly are being. So maybe it'd be a good idea to write this down as well, these down as well. All right. So here are our side-by-side box plots. So it's kind of nice to be able to look at them on the same scale right next to each other. It kind of it gives you a little bit better idea of how these things compare to each other. All right, that's how you do that on the scientific calculator. Be sure to ask questions if you have them. All right, thanks.